Hi, this is Josh from Shamma Sandals, and today I wanted to talk to you about the leather that we use here at Shamma Sandals. One of the things about the leather that I think most people don't consider is that we're actually using what would be considered a real hide, and I wanted to show you like what a hide looks like. So this is a goat skin hide. This is like a pretty big goat, I think, if we like unfold it all the way. So that's what a hide looks like, you know. And the deal with the hide is it's not perfectly square, and all of our sheets of soling material are. So we actually have to do a lot of different things to use the leather efficiently. And even some parts of the hide, for instance right here, like it might have different discoloration, or the hide's not as thick on some of the edges. So it becomes kind of an issue when it comes down to matching the sandals. The other thing that most people don't know about leather is it's never ever the same color. Like it could change, colors can change on the hide, and then from hide to hide they change, and then the worst is when you get one batch of leather and then the next batch of leather, and it's always this huge struggle that we're going through to work with some of our suppliers to make sure that we're getting the same stuff or close to the same stuff. So matching the leather is actually a big part of what we do, and we spend a lot of time on it because we want people to get sandals that look really close to the same. Let me show you, for instance, this is some leather from our all browns, for all browns and old goats. This is what we use for the footbed. So sometimes when we've cut all the square pieces out of the leather that we possibly can, then we have some smaller remnants with some decent pieces of leather, and we want to use it, so we punch it into what we call singles, and then we put these pieces on, we glue these onto soling material individually and punch a sole out of a single. So in this case, if you look, you can take a look at this, and you can see all these different colors. These are probably from like different batches from several years. They're all really nice. They're all great sandals, or great pieces of leather, but they just need to be matched to each other. So it can be a real challenge. So we'd have to find, say, like two like that. They're really close, and then we'd make a sandal out of that. Okay, so, and here are two examples of the sheets. So this is our Vibram New Flex. This is 5mm New Flex, and this is going to be used to make Warriors. And so in this case, we've had enough hide, and there was enough of a middle section. We were able to coat this whole sheet, and then we can punch our sandals out of it. And then here's another example, and I think this is a great example of the difference in color. These are both tobacco brown from our supplier, but this was a different batch, and the color's a little different, so we're always working on that one. This is going to be used for our chargers. This is Vibram Moreflex, and this is 6mm, and you can see basically, so we try and get these kinds of cuts, but then obviously we're going to have random pieces on the edges, and then we'll go ahead and cut this tobacco brown goat skin out and put these pieces on individually. But yeah, that's kind of the difference. And then here's another piece of leather. This is a black aniline. So this one's from Germany. It's a deer tanned cowhide, and it's super soft. It's really high quality stuff. And so whereas the goats are kind of like about that big, these guys, this is a hide we've been cutting on for a while, and it's giant. I can't even, hold it all up. It's a massive, massive cow. In fact, one time I sent one of these hides to be cut into little strips that we use for the laces and things like that. And this guy he had this business for decades, cutting leather. He goes, "Where'd you get that hide? I've never seen a cow that big." And so when we stretch this thing out, it could probably stretch out over this whole table here. Just a massive German cow for some reason. I don't know how they get them so big. So when we actually go to do the final step, which is, so these sandals here, these are mountain goats that have been sewed. They're all ready, they just need to be final laced. But you can see some of these variations here in the grain or the color. And so then it's our job at that point to find a match for each one. And that's part of the process of making the sandals. So just wanted you to know there's a lot of thought, there's a lot of care and effort that goes into matching your sandals as close as you can. But the final thing is they're never exactly the same. So even from like one section of the hide to the other, it's a real hide. It's not some remanufactured or reconstituted leather that's been chipped up and then stuck on a big roll. We're actually using real hides because we think they're the best quality, and it makes for the best footbed for your sandals. So anyways, from Shamma Sandals, this is Josh. You have a great day.